This is your hidden love story. This is where we talk about flipping your emotional script around to better. And can you believe it? We're on episode 12. That means I've been coming live every single Monday for the last 3 months. 3 months. Woo, woo, woo. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, I made it to my show too. You know, when I say 9:30, when you've got these technical things you got to do and you're the only one on the show, even if you're not the only one in the show, technical difficulties happen. So you have to give me, a few minutes to go ahead and make sure I'm on time or as close to on time. It's, I'm always on time. I'm on my time. I'm on universal time. I'm not on the clock time. Only reason why I'm on clock time is to get you guys to all show up about the same time so we can be on this show together live, so I can answer some of those questions that you guys got when you have them to ask. Okay, and today's show is about letting go. I guess before I go into that, even though today's show is about letting go, the reason why I actually come on this show is we have been misled, we have been misguided, we have been, through our emotional self, through all of our lives, we have not really truly been allowed to open up, to be that true person you really are. And that's where I come in. I help come in and flip your guys' story around, hello Gregory, to a better story, to a story that's not so emotionally captive, not an emotion that's holding us under, not an emotion that's holding us down. I'm here to uplift your thought process, so it's actually going in this better direction. And those ones that have tripped us up, where we have an emotional connection to the past, I try to help you find a new story to attach to that one that has the emotional attachment, so we can get a better story attached to it, so the next time that same story comes up in the future, it never ever holds you down the same way. You're not captive to that emotional feeling that we had been at one time. And that's what I'm good at, and that's why I do this show, is to help as many people as I can. Other than that, besides that, I do personal readings where anybody can go down into my descriptions below, and you can do it's on Vista Books, and you can do a booking there. I also coach one-on-one for people that are serious and that have the money, that want to make their emotional level go to the next level. I have the tools to help you flip your script around to a better script, so you're not living in that same old story. But you have to want to utilize the tools. You can't come in and expect me to do all the work. I can only lead you and guide you to this higher, happier, vibrant self. I am ready to let go forever. It is about letting go, and that's what this show is about. In fact, this show I'm not quite sure where it's going to go, because there's so many areas I could talk about letting go. Like, I drew one of my cards before this show, and it says, uncover your mask, it's safe to be you. That's what it says. Uncover your mask, and it's safe to be you. That means I don't have to hide, but neither do you or anybody else watching this show. They don't have to hide from who they really are and what it is that we want in our life. We want this beautiful journey. And it is about opening up to this new possible way, opening up to these new possible dreams, by getting out of our own way, thinking that I'm not good enough or you're not good enough. We need to lay those stories down to rest. We need to know that we are already awesome. We are already amazing. We're already whole, we're already complete. Sure, we have our journeys to go through and to go on within this lifetime, but it doesn't mean that we have to keep living it in the same stuck way, in that old vibrational feeling. It means that we can choose to live in a happier vibe, a higher vibe. How? By flipping our script around to this better script that emotionally fulfills our soul on a much higher level. So it is about leaving the old story behind. We are so done with that old story. It no longer is here serving us. And as we let go of that old story of thinking that you can't, or thinking you're not good enough, or wondering why this isn't happening or that's not happening, once we leave the story behind with no worry, just trust that life is working on a divine order, a divine plan, because God has this awesome, amazing plan. Why are we not trusting it? Is because we have been blindsided for so many years, for so long. We have been blindsided to what it is that we are here for. We haven't ever been told we've never been told how wonderful we are. We've never been told how amazing we are. And if we have, it still was questioned. You still had to always get validation. You still had to check in with somebody else if you were awesome and amazing and whole and complete. But for us to leave that old way behind, why? Is because you want to welcome this new way in. And the only way to welcome the new way in is really leaving that old way behind, because the old way keeps us trapped, keeps us stuck, keeps us in non-movement. It keeps us wondering. It can take your dreams away. So as you're welcoming this new way in, I want you to join in. Just join into going full blast into this new way. Just believing life is already magical today. What it is that you long for or want in your future, live as if you're already provided. That future is already set up and it's taken its place. So all we need to do is live today as if that's already here. That's already going to be here. There is nothing. That life isn't here to hurt us. The only thing that hurts us is our stories that are telling ourselves, besides, somebody hitting us or an accident or something. But when nothing like that's going around, it is our emotional self that takes us under. I really, really, really want to thank each and every one of my viewers that come on and they like and share and subscribe to the channel, because it really helps this channel grow to a bigger level, so this type of message can get out there to more people. Because the more people I touch, the more people this message touch, let's put it that way, it affects more people. So one person for every, say if I affect one person, which I know I have, and they go out there and affect one more, and that one goes out there and affects 3 more, and that 3 affects 10 more, I've actually affected a lot more people than I can consciously even think of or be aware of. So I would like to affect the mass. I would like to affect the as many people as I can, to help us up level our vibrational level, so we're thinking and operating from this higher self, because we can think clearer, we can act quicker, we can get more things done, we can solve problems faster. And boy, do we have a big gigantic problem going on in the world right now. It is so needed to become balanced, to become whole, to become complete, so we can be feeling this awesome, amazing way and going, I know I have a purpose. I know I have a mission, and I'm going to put my best foot forward in the things that I love to do, those things that I get lost in. Hello, Paul. Happy to be you here. Be you here. Happy to see you here. How about that one? And it is just amazing. It is an amazing journey when we really let go of those older stories and we go ahead and move forward. Then we actually make more room for this beautiful story to happen. Like I'm always liking to add a little bit of my story into the reason why I do the show, like letting go of my story of the hidden love story. I have my own hidden love story, but I had to let go. What I had to let go of is not necessarily the story. I had to let go of when I thought the story would piece it together. I had to let go of how long, or I had to let go of my idea of what was going to happen in between there and here and now. I had to do this for my own sanity, for me to keep growing, because there have been hiccups, there have been bumps, and there have been obstacles that have gotten in our way. most of those obstacles are out of our way. And it is like I'm on this universal calling, meaning the signs are leading me. I'm right here, right where I'm at on purpose, not because I said this, hello, Erica, happy to see you here. Not because I said I am going to go here at this time for this reason. It's because I am divinely guided. I am divinely led. Like this last week for Christmas, I didn't know where I was going to go. I really wanted to stay here because I put a wish into Santa Claus. And my wish to Santa Claus is I wanted to have my hidden love story to be revealed by Christmas Day. But I left for 4 days to be up where my family was and my friends were. No, I left to go let my tribe know that I am whole, I am complete, I am still this wonderful person, amazing thing. They don't have to worry about what I'm doing or how I'm doing it. They don't have to think that they'll never see me again. What they found out is I have only grown to be this wonderful, beautiful, amazing person, even stronger than they ever knew me before. They were all so thankful and grateful that I showed up. It was like I had a mission up there. It was like I had a calling to go back home for just a little bit so they could all put their roots in the ground and feel grounded too, not feeling as if they were going to lose me as I go on to this new journey, because this new journey is a big journey. It's going to change my life around. It's going to change his life around. Why? Is because it's something neither one of us have ever experienced before in a lifetime. It is it's going to be this awesome, amazing journey. And how I know that is the universe keeps showing me. And if I don't believe my story, my dream, that I don't let doubt in, I tell you what, the universe is constantly going, nope, we're not letting you let go of this dream. We'll let you let go of those lower emotional fields that don't support this dream. But we're not going to let you let go of what keeps you going forward. We're not going to let you let go of that love that you have created, not only within yourself, not only within themselves, but between the two of you, by honoring and respecting the space that has been given in between time, to give this time to us coming together in this new, magical, beautiful way. Knowing that we've actually been kind of checking each other out from a distance. But we haven't just been checking each other out. We kind of, I'm a healer and he's a healer. And it's like the two of us have kind of been healing each other from a distance, whether we wanted to or not. It's just like almost like a calling, God's calling. God told me to be here, I know. Because I follow whatever he tells me to do. Go do this, Cynthia, go do this. Take a break, Cynthia, go do that. Okay, so I had to learn to let go of what I thought my story was going to be, how it was going to be, to allow this more beautiful, more radiant, this story that I could never ever imagine that has happened in between that before time till now. It has been such a beautiful journey. I wouldn't change any of it. I think I would change some of it, but I got to get my mind thought out of the way. It says, no, we got to erase the mind thought and let this journey be this beautiful, awesome, amazing journey. That way I'm not holding on. I'm actually letting go. I'm letting go of what's supposed to happen next. What I do know, God's got a plan, and it's a beautiful plan. It's a lovely plan. Did you see my Christmas gift? I got this from, is she here? She's not here yet. Well, maybe she's here. I'm watching in the background. From Kathleen Diane. She got me this lion, and I'm the queen, and we're kind of the lion. I got the lion smiling. Being courageous and strong and sharing who I am out to the world and out to the lion and back out to me, and let that lion standing on the outside of me. If he wants to stand on the inside of me, he's got to come forward, So, anyhow, sometimes, one of the cards I drew before the reading was Uncover Your Mask, It's Safe to Be You. One of the things is I had fibromyalgia for 15 years. It's an illness that doesn't go away. I'm the one that's got me recovered to this point through my mind, through my thought process. And I was on a lot of medications, but I got myself off of them. There is one that came into my life that helped me, and it took me, I had to let go of my thoughts of what I thought. Of what I thought it was. And I don't even really know if I want to reveal the story as a whole, but I want to let you know through my journey of having the condition, I had to let go of my beliefs of what I thought certain plants or chemicals or medicines out there could or wouldn't do, to find the right source that would actually help get me out of that doldrum or out of that slump when I couldn't find anything to get me to move forward. I had to find something. I didn't know if I had to find something, but something came along that I resisted and I didn't want to try, and I said no. Until the day I said yes, that's when I started gaining part of my life back, because I let go of what I thought it was. Yeah, it could be a drug that could be very toxic or could take people's dreams and lives away, but not when you're utilizing things in a way that it's actually giving your life instead of taking it away. I know that you're all in the chat, and I have my mediator in there that's, hopefully she's talking back and forth with you, because I want to stay focused. And so, like I said, my Christmas wish was to have my hidden love story be revealed by Christmas Day. But the only thing is I'm not the one that's to reveal it. It means that the one that is in my head, that I feel that we feel each other, that one needs to contact me, because I'm not like all those other girls. I'm not that one that's longing. I'm not that one that's reaching. I'm not one that already loves who she is, and she sees this possible opportunity that the two of us could do something amazing together. See, that person knows how to see the worst stories in life. Not that it's a bad thing. I think it's an awesome, amazing thing. And all I can see is the best story. And I think when the two of us actually come together, which I believe God has led me to be on this long journey, knowing that God knew how patient I was and knew how long I would wait for the beginning or the end results to start to really take place and put themselves together. But I all of a sudden forgot what I was going to say next. Oh, it was about those lower emotions that we can find, that we can get stuck in when we find them. I meant, because sometimes I'd listen to his stuff and I get done and I feel like this cliffhanger. The only thing is I misflip it, and I know I'm the medicine woman, and I know how to flip those scripts around so I can heal that cliffhanger that happened to me. And that's where I come in, where, all I can see is the better story. If he can see the worst and I can see the best, well, maybe we can bring a balance, because we both love to be out in front of the speaker, and we love to help heal the world, and we love to have our voice go out there. So can I help change the world any which way? It normally takes me 2 to 5 minutes live on a call with most people to change their vibrational feeling around, to uplift their vibrational feeling so they're operating in this higher vibrational way, so we can actually be out there in this world and helping heal people's minds, so they're flipping their script around, and so they're actually helping us with this big condition we got going on with the world. And that's why I believe God has put me here right now, right here today. And even the last 3 months, I mean, God's been setting me up and lining me up. I had no idea I was going to become a TV host of my own and doing on my own show. But the thing is about that, I let go of what I thought I was supposed to do or what I wasn't supposed to do. And God put me right here today. And he helped me by bringing people in to build my computer right when I decided I want to do this. Oh, I'll build you a computer. Right when I decided to do this. Oh, I know how to do an OBS system. I know how to get you set up live. A blessing dropped right in, out of thin air, right into my apartment, right into my studio. who could ask for better guidance for that by letting go of what I think the outcome should be? The reason why things hadn't happened is the universe kept putting obstacles in the way. I mean, he's lost his people at work. He's lost followers. He's lost his father. He's had to regrow. He had to rebuild. He had to figure things out. And me, I just am here watching the process and still looking at how amazing, how beautiful life is, and how this journey has been just this wonderful, beautiful journey. Because I never held on to anything happening was bad or wrong. I always if something made me feel uncomfortable, I was able to let go of whatever made me feel uncomfortable and see how I was actually being divinely guided and divinely protected, and I'm being led and guided all steps of the way. And the moment I can see that, I can laugh my ass off, because I learned how to let go. I wrote all these notes, but I already said them all. But that's okay. Writing notes helped me. I don't even need the notes, but I kind of want to make sure I said them all. So I had to let go of my dreams. So by me letting go of my dream is actually helping the dream come together even more. So anyhow, I'm going to do a little bitty commercial, and I'll be right back to talk about what we can do more into how you can help let go of your dreams besides through my stories. I'll be right back. She's back. I was reading the comments. You guys are so sweet. You guys just make me feel, it makes me feel so special knowing that I'm here inspiring others, because I decided to invest in me, to go bigger, to share this story out to the world some way, somehow, so more people can be touched. More people can learn how to let go of those older stories, those ones that aren't serving them, how they can find a way to, see what an amazing life we really live in. It is a beautiful world. We just have to open our eyes to the beauty and get ourselves operating from love, laughter, play, passion, desire, excitement. Let's operate in that vibrational level. Let's be happy in this life. God didn't put us down here to suffer. Somehow we chose suffering. And I choose to unsuffer. What about you? So there's tips and tricks with different things that I find that you can do that aren't just my words, that you can learn how to unsuffer or help let go of the emotional feeling when it happens to settle in or come in. It's like, oh, fuck, here it happens again. How am I supposed to get out of this, Miss Cynthia, Miss FlipIt? Can you really tell me right now? I'm not even on your call right now, and this shit's happening right now. Can you really tell me? Why aren't you here right now? And I've been there for people. Sometimes they call me at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm there helping them through their journey. No, and it's not my brother that's calling at 3 o'clock in the morning, even though he has. I have Australian friends that have called me 3 o'clock in the morning because it's not their 3 o'clock, but I've been there right by their side. So when the emotions get caught up in our body, and there is this technique they call EFT or tapping, but the only thing is I'm extremely I can't stay focused very long, so to go through a tapping round is like kind of like takes a long time for me, so I have to do these things quickly for it to even work for me. But I find out if I don't care what anybody else thinks how anybody else thinks I'm supposed to do it, and I'm just going ahead and doing those tapping points and saying what it is I need and to do it as quickly as I can, it makes a difference for myself. And the tapping points is like here and here and here. Yeah, I'm just going to go through it real fast because it's not for me to really go into the order that everybody else teaches it. But when the emotion comes up, like, let's say, man, I didn't get my Christmas. You know, the thing about my Christmas list, nobody can buy it for me. It has to be given. What a beautiful way to give Christmas, is give it something that's given. In fact, me going up north for this weekend was, yeah, with Mr. Sprite. Mr. Sprite needs to step up his game. That's all I gotta say. Anyhow, the reason, I forgot what I was gonna say, something about going up north, but get back to the tapping. The tapping is like, okay, like I wanted to get my Christmas, I wanted to stay here, but all of a sudden I'm feeling this feeling that I gotta go up that way, and so all of a sudden I get this anxiety, which way to go, and if I really am confused, I just go, I tap here is the first place I tap almost always, and I'll just say, I deeply and completely love who you are, Cynthia, and then I'll go, and I might do this for a little bit, but I don't do it very long because I don't have much patience. I always got a lot of different things going on around me. That's how I keep my sanity, I guess. And then I would go, yeah, Mr. Sprite. And then I would go, oh my, I am so confused. Come on, I love him deeply and completely love myself. I am so confused of which direction I'm supposed to go. Oh, I'm so deeply and completely loving myself. Oh, can you just show me can you just clear down my insights? Can you just calm me down for just a little bit, just for a little bit, to just like, tell me, just let me calm down enough so I know exactly which way to go, you know? I know most of the time it's 15 minutes someone does it, but I'm not going to sit here for 15 minutes and do that because, for one, I don't have the patience. But the meridian points is on your wrist. And then after you do the opening statements, I love you and deeply, completely love you, and then tell your problem, you know. And then you're supposed to give your solution through the rounds. People go through the rounds, I don't know, 3 times, 15 minutes normally. And then the next place is above your eyebrows, I guess, or to the side of your eyebrows. Right here is where I always start, on the third eye, and then to the side where the eyebrows are. Then underneath the eyebrows. Then I do 2 places at once, underneath the nose and the chin. I do that at the same time. Might as well. I need to take shortcuts, you know. I want to hurry up and get there. I want to hurry up and change my vibrational field to this happier vibe so I can be hooking up with Mr. Sprite faster. I guess it's okay. Everything's divinely guided. Oh, and then after you go from your chin, you go to your chest, and you just deeply and completely love me, even though I can't figure out what direction I'm supposed to go next. I just deeply and completely love me, and then you go to your sides. I love the person I am. Can you just free this emotional feeling? Oh yes, I'm going to free it now. I'm going to let it go. Let that old stuff go. Let it go. Yeah, my brother. My brother. Sending donations to my site, but not showing up. Oh yeah, it's in there. I know. You asked about it. I know. It's down in the descriptions. If you go into the description, and I brought it up to the top to make it easy for you to find because you were asking about that. Yeah, people get worried about my spending so much money at getting my stuff going, and so, you know, I got people out there that says, you need a donation button so you can start bringing some money in so we don't have to worry about taking you back into our home when you're all out of money. And I'm going, I'm not worried about it. The universe is going to provide for me. I know that. I feel it. I trust it. I don't question it. So maybe that's part of the plan, is for them to come in and tell me where to put my donation button. So there it is. So that's the tapping. I just am going to go quick on all the tapping stuff. I mean, all the what I believe will help when you're not with me. on my show, talking with me as we're doing readings or doing this half an hour or so bit, is another one is you can get a pen and paper out, and it's called automatic writing. It's not, you're not thinking about what you're going to write. Maybe the emotions just come up, you know, like Mr. Sprite hasn't come forward yet. What am I supposed to do? And my body will go, well, you need to let go of thinking that you know when Mr. Sprites are going to come forward, and you need to let go of the process, and you need to go ahead and be okay with who you are. Be in love with the person that you are, because you know you're awesome. You know you're amazing. You know it's not that other person that's making you feel this way. You know that you're the one that is falling deeply and completely in love with yourself, and that person is falling deeply and completely in love with themselves, so the two of you can come together and share that love. I mean, that's what I'm writing when I'm automatically writing, and then I might go into doubt again. But, why if it don't happen? And I would say, oh, get rid of that but, and why? Because you know the universe is going to lead you, it's going to guide you, and it's going to take you in this beautiful direction. And you keep trusting in this beautiful direction that you're being led, and keep living in this higher vibrational way by flipping your emotional script around to better, giving you these happy vibes, these awesome, amazing vibes, where you're actually living your life today and you're not sitting there waiting. That's how I would do automatic writing. Some people call it journaling, but I want you to do the automatic writing. Okay, let's see. I've been tapping my wallet for you. You've been tapping my wallet. You're so funny. Oh, my brother, he's a character. We did a Christmas Eve program, and you know, I wasn't at home, and I only had my phone. I didn't bring my camera. Too bad, so sad, because the quality of the show was not so good. But the quality of the content was laugh your ass. I mean, I went back and watched it, and I laughed almost all the way through. I mean, my brother really threw in a good piece. He was cutting me off, and we were being brother and sister kind, but in a fun way. And he would take over the show. Yeah, like I tried to do at Mr. Sprite's place. Yeah, but I only tried for 2 minutes, not 6 hours, you know. Yeah. Oh, 6 hours, because Mr. Sprite knows how to talk for 6 hours. That's why. That's all good. Nothing's wrong with it, you know. But anyhow, so automatic writing. That's my second thing I would say you could do when you're not watching my show and you're off somewhere else and you don't have anyone to lead you and guide you. Allow your pen and paper to lead and guide you, because it's not going to let you down. It's not going to take you to that lower store. At least mine never has, not once. It's like it wouldn't ever let me take myself down to the worst story. It always found a way to lift my story up. And then the third way is, I know I'm going to say this wrong, but I'm going to try it. But then I have a way of doing it. It's called Ho'oponopono. Yeah, I can't say it. It's four things that you say. And I have this special way. Ho'oponopono. I don't know. One day I'll get it right, because somebody will sit there, like my friend Wendy. She'll sit there and tell me over and over and over and over and over until I actually say it right. And I guess I never had that when I was younger. Actually, what happened when I was younger, I had problems with my ears before I was 4. And for maybe 2 years, everybody just thought I wasn't hearing things right. And I was being sent to my room. I guess that happened to me quite a bit, because they wanted me to go to my room because I thought I was making fun of them. And I wasn't. But then I'd go to my room and cry because I didn't understand why I was being sent to my room. Then they took me to the doctors to find out that I had... my ears were clogged quite a bit, and they had to get some, they didn't put a tube in it or anything like that. It was some kind of wax stuff, not something that would soften the wax in my ears, because my wax would get too hard in my ears. And so I lost some good quality upbringing at the beginning of time. So sometimes it's harder for me to say some easy words. Did I say that right? I think so. So this is what it is first we have we're adults, but all of us have an inner child in us. I was just talking about my child. So, and the inner child, I'm back. Oh, Miss Sunny. Cheers, Mr. Sprite. Where'd you go? To get some Sprite? I can't believe you sat down without any. Anyhow, it's saying, it's like, so I take the child within, and if the child within, say the child within is the wounded warrior. If that's the child within is what needs to be healed. And I go in there as the adult to the mother of that child, and I said, I want to say, please, please, please forgive me, for I didn't know any better. I am so, so, so sorry. Thank you. I love you. And you say that over and over to that inner child of yours for something that is that you felt like you did wrong, or you weren't quite right when you were the child, or you didn't ever learn past, or maybe your mom or your dad left when you were a child and you never forgave them. Go into that child inside, the child inside that got wounded and hurt, and tell that child within inside, as you're the adult there in that situation, going back to that time in that scene and saying, I am so, so sorry. I didn't know any better. Please forgive me. I love you. Yeah, I'd like to do that with Mr. Sprite one day. Yeah, and say thank you to that child for forgiving you. That is so simple, and people pay millions of dollars sometimes for somebody else to do that for them. I don't know about millions, but hundreds at least, you know. They get somebody to work with them. So if they have a coach that's working with them, you know, that could be thousands of dollars. Yeah, talking about a coach, you can go to, yeah, it's down there, you know, you go to Vista Books, and I give a 15-minute consultation to see if we're a perfect fit. And yes, it does cost money, and it cost me my time, but I guarantee you that money will be well worth it in your life, because I will constantly be flipping your script around to a better script where you're emotionally feeling better. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, now let's see. We're in the middle of, you know, from our past lives that we're living in our current life, and we can't address that sometimes those things in a past life. I got from last week to this week, it was telling me for us to just let go. There is nothing from that past life that cannot be addressed in this current life. Nothing from that past life that happened is there that cannot be addressed in this life. When you're operating from your passionate self, when you're giving someone your complete presence, it becomes a gift instead of a problem. That's where compassion comes in. And that's where we start allowing, because we let go of what we thought was going to happen if we talked about these past events that happened, that devastated us at one point or another. We let go of that, allowing this change to happen. And from accepting it, it brings a radical change into your life. You say, yes, 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 and it gives you this moment of what is needed to come next. Because we stop holding on to that past story. And we start living into the present moment, into the now, and says, I'm going after this chick. I'm going after this dude, because they have a hidden love story that I want to hear about too. And it's all, and just trust that it's divinely guided. It's in this divinely flow. It takes the desire to overcome that old way that isn't serving us, that old way that is like making it so that we can't keep breathing in this present way. It gives us a flow to operate from this higher vibrational self. So we can share this higher vibration out to the world in this better way. And boy, I would love to do it with someone else that's doing it just like me. Well, not just like me, but, you know, kind of, sort of. You know, we're on the camera, we get on the road, we go places, but we still have our home base. We both like our home base, but we don't mind having that camera on us. We don't mind if it's on us all day and all night long to get this message out to the world. help raise the mind, to change our mindsets around. Not settling for that bullshit story. Start operating from our own personal truth, so we can be operating from our own higher vibrational way, so we can all be putting our best foot forward at solving the problem at hand that's going on within the universe right now. Letting go of that old story and welcoming the new in. Let's all join in. That's what I
Fancy.
Fancy sleigh with the pink and the black.
Woohoo, that's me.
Matches your hair.
Yeah,
Welcome
woo.
aboard.
Thank you.
Tonight you will consider a ride aboard the Steam Engine Express.
Yeah, we're going to go to
as we make our final destination to the North Pole.
That's where we want to go.